My parents had one rule that drove me absolutely insane. No screens at the table. If they saw a single pixel, you were grounded for a month. I was 16 and honestly, the silence at dinner was brutal. My dad would just stare at his pot roast like he was waiting for it to apologize. So I decided if they wanted my undivided attention, I was going to give them the most intense dinner experience of their lives. I didn't just put the phone away. I became a professional food critic and head waiter for our suburban kitchen. It started on a Tuesday. I walked into the kitchen wearing a white button-down and a kitchen towel over my arm. I presented my mom with a handwritten menu of the evening. When she handed me a plate of spaghetti, I didn't just eat it. I took one tiny bite, closed my eyes, and whispered, "The acidity of the tomato is, yet it lacks a certain je ne sais quoi." Bold. My dad just blinked at me. The next night, I brought out a notepad. Every time my dad took a bite, I'd scribble furiously. He'd ask, "What are you doing?" And I'd just hold up a finger and say, "Please, sir, the critic is tasting." I took it to the limit. I started describing the mouthfeel of meatloaf and asking for the vintage of our tap water. But the breaking point, my dad reached for his phone to show my mom a work email. I stood up, blew a silver whistle, and shouted, "Violation, clear the table." I confiscated his phone and put it in a tiny phone jail I'd built out of popsicle sticks. I looked him dead in the eye and said, "Sir, your presence is required for the dessert course, a delicate store-bought pudding cup." My dad looked at. My mom sighed and put the phone in the jail. We actually ended up laughing for an hour. Now, whenever dinner gets too quiet, my dad just looks at me and asks, "So how's the mouthfeel on these peas, kid?"